Your support for this run has been incredible, as has been the growth of our nation. We went from a one province minor Trebizond to a huge Georgian empire with 1358 development. Ultimately, what we want to do is restore the Byzantine Empire. Although it's not going to be your usual Byzantium, we formed Georgia for a reason. We collected some modifiers from the Trebizond mission tree, such as Komnenian Restoration, giving us +1 yearly army tradition, prestige decay -1%, and core creation cost -10%. Unlocked the Crusader Nobility Reform, which gives us 10% war score cost versus other religions. We will be completing a few more of the Georgian missions, which will give us even more crazy modifiers. Well, this is not a modifier, but in Void to the Tsar is a huge mission for us, because we will gain a restoration of Union Casus Belli on Russia, which currently has around 1000 development. So all of this actually will be ours. And the modifiers that I'm referring to in the Georgian mission tree is, for example, this one, 10% morale of armies until the end of the game. We have Beacon of Christendom giving us another 10% war score cost versus other religions. We already got Tolerance of True Faith +1 from this mission over here, Throne of the Romans. And apart from that, we will also be hunting for additional monuments which will increase our war score cost versus other religions, or decrease it better. For example, is the one in Malta. This gives 15%. Of course, we have another 25 temporarily until the Age of Absolutism from the age bonus, and we will be getting another 20% war score cost for the provinces from diplomatic ideas. So the Byzantium that we will have the possibility to annex huge nations in one go. Oh, that's an interesting bug that I just spotted. We are building spy network on the Ottomans and it displays relations. Not sure what this is all about. And yeah, right now what we will be doing, we will be going into a war versus Russia. Not for the subjugation yet, but we need to complete the mission Bane of the Kagan, which requires the province of Kamishin. So I think I will be going for a quick reconquest. We will invite Commonwealth, retake some of these Crimean cores, and take a couple provinces leading to Kamishin. These guys have 240,000 manpower reserves. That's what happens when Russia opts for quantity ideas. No, it had to happen, right? Our gold mine in Trebizond has finally depleted. I mean, still, at 10 development, it gives 11 ducats, and we no longer need to rely on gold income anyways. We're doing amazing with trade. Alright, so we have Bane of the Kagan done. We only needed to control Kamishin. That's amazing. I'm gonna go for the third option, which gives us 100 diplo points and 10% aggressive expansion impact reduction for 15 years. I think it's gonna be more beneficial than 5 development and some money or army professionalism. And Envoy to the Tsar we will complete once we are ready to go into the second war. So that's it, guys. Let's not weaken our future subject for no reason. Just take our course and we can get the hell out of here. I have developed the province of Tbilisi a couple of times, and now we can complete Rebuild Tbilisi, local development cost reduction -35% for 50 years, and prosperity in this state. Instantly we have access to Revive Native Literature. Oh, this Reform Progress growth actually is going to be useful. Easily can do this one too. Just need to build a temple and grow our clergy loyalty. Not gonna lie, I had no idea this nation even exists. Sharia. First time I see this. Apparently they have cores on Baniyas and Kavasim. Alright, perfect. We have integrated Karaman. Now I'm thinking this guy is actually only allied with Venice, but it's a while until we will be able to get claims on Malta. So what we could do is just diplo-vassalize the guy, really. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this alliance, improve relations, and get him this way. And this is important. Our truce with Yas has ended. So we are going to declare this war. It's a holy war. Temporarily have this CB from our missions. I'm just gonna quickly deal with the Ottomans, white piece them, and after 5 years, of course, we can continue our conquests versus the Ottomans then. And yes, probably just gonna go with full annexation. You know, I'm probably gonna break this guy's alliance too. Why not? There we go. We have the Knights boys for free. After 10 years, we can just integrate them. This actually will be quite a fast cleanup in Arabia because we're constantly getting holy war CBs on the neighboring nations. So I'm just gonna continue declaring wars on anyone that I can. Boom, clergy mission is done. Theologian and Inquisitor advisors will now provide additional yearly patriarch authority per level. Skill-free Inquisitor 50% cheaper. Oh, they're in the religious war. Damn, boy. And they have no allies. However, they do have 143,000 soldiers. I think we don't need to rush this because they won't be able to do crap while they're at war. I'm gonna finish the Arabian wars. I'm gonna set my troops to their border and we're gonna go for this subjugation war. The problem is that to complete Envoy to the Tsar, we actually need to have a larger army than Russia. So we will need to get some temporary mercenaries. I think there never actually was a better moment for us to declare a quick war on Genoa too. Reconquest, let's go for it. It's only Aragon that is joining. Oh man, there's so many wars that I want to participate in. This truce is also about to expire. Well, it's gonna be a complete bloodbath in all directions. Oh, it's so expensive, but we have to go for independent army. We actually need a couple more soldiers, so I'm gonna recruit a couple of those myself. Yeah, okay. Now we have envoy to the Tsar, and this means we have to declare ASAP. I've noticed that they now do have some allies. France, Venice, Thuringia. So if they don't join, it's really good. Let's say it's really good. Of course, I'm gonna disband this crap ASAP. And we actually need to spam shipyards because we're way above our force limit. And this is because I'm getting additional transports. We need those to reach Aragon. Now Medina entered the coalition. Man, I don't like it. I think no worries. Once our truce is out with Aden, we're just declaring on them and dragging Medina in. Okay, we have to finish that war versus Racids. The war exhaustion is rising way too fast. We managed to core some stuff. This is gonna finish in a few months. Might be a bit of rebels until then, but apart from that, everything should be fine. Yes, we completed Legacy of the Builder. This triples the chances of our rulers and heirs having architectural visionary personality trait given construction costs, and some provinces are getting additional building slots. Barrage, boys. We need to finish this crap as soon as possible. Yep, that's a few rebels. That's definitely a few rebels. Honestly, I'm just gonna set this guy up to protect all of these provinces automatically. Should be fine since the stacks are not too big. Instantly, 43% war score after we took Moscow. So realistically, we just need 17% more and this union is ours. That's it, boys. No, the Ottomans actually entered the coalition in the meantime. Well, okay. That sucks, but what can you do? We're taking the Union. Only these specific guys are pissed about it. Do we care? We don't give a damn. Yeah, he's not gonna be happy for a while unless we develop his provinces. We will have to work on the relations. But yeah, this does make us quite powerful. That's it, we have to go for Aden, otherwise it's gonna be tough to get this coalition dissolved. So this is at least gonna remove the Ottomans, Medina, Metripachri. Sounds amazing. Hey, Aragon is on low, didn't even need to touch him. So that means we only need to wait until Genoa pieces out Austria, which will happen quite soon. Hey, Crete! Don't mind if I do. After all, we do have cores on all of the Greek provinces. This was easy. Yes, it's over. So we're taking all of this now. All of this stuff is going to our boy Crimea. We're gonna take our course and one province that they had in North Africa. So actually we now border Aragon and Tunis will probably be a really good subject for us because yeah, Aragon took most of their stuff. We also have the mission Seize Crimea done. Commonwealth broke their alliance with us. Okay, I don't like this. I actually want to have an alliance in Europe. We might be able to get someone like France or even Castile. Can these guys like stop allying the Ottomans? Honestly, it's getting really annoying because I really wanted to go for this reconquest. Now these guys are gonna join. Well, I guess we just get another white piece. Yeah, after we finish this war, I'm gonna grab a quick ally and we're gonna go for Transoxiana. Way too many good war opportunities, boys. Way too many. We're going for Tunis right away. I just hate the fact that Ottomans are joining every single war, so at least in this one we can avoid this happening. It makes it really difficult for us to catch a time frame where we can directly attack the Ottomans and take some provinces, for example the Bulgarian area. But hopefully next war is gonna give us exactly what we need from them. We need 3,000 ducats for printing press. Would love to have it. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is reduce our inflation a little bit and take a few loans. This is an investment, but it's gonna be worth it. At least we can instantly share this knowledge with Kilva. They're giving us almost 7 ducats. Okay, this is quite cheap. 47 Diplo. He's at 62. Enable loyalists. Boom. We have a loyal Russia with 120,000 soldiers. The world is basically our oyster now. I mean, boys, this is our borders. That is quite sick. It's probably gonna be worth it to take Baluchistan as our subject as well. So I'm just gonna separately release them after the war. Well, looks like Bulgaria will be going to Commonwealth, and there is no way that we will be avoiding war versus them, but that is fine. I'm just gonna focus on the Anatolian provinces in such a case. This war is about to be finished. Man, that's actually insane. All the Khorasan cores is 50% war score cost right now. I mean, after the war, I'm gonna annex a few of my subjects, so we might as well release a couple of new ones. We can go for, let's say, Afghanistan and Khiva. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, alright, let's go ahead, release new subjects. It's gonna be Afghanistan, Khiva, as I said, and even Baluchistan. Now we're gonna start annexing Crimea, Teodoro, and even the Knights all at the same time. The subject window does look a bit crazy right now. As much as I would love to go for this reconquest, we're gonna take the Anatolian provinces, and it's finally time to deal with the islet of Mysore. This is costing us additional diplo point each month, so I'm just gonna break the alliance with Delhi. Now we're just one slot above the relation slots, and we're gonna fix this after we integrate Crimea. It's also time to take another government reform, this time it's tier 6. Age of absolutism is not that far away, so I'm gonna go for a royal decree. Speaking of age of absolutism, we want to start revoking some of these privileges that we had granted. I have already revoked a couple from nobility, but it's gonna take some time until we can revoke burghers, for example, and clergy, but we have to keep this in mind. What I will probably do is switch out the tier 4 government reform to maintain balance of power, so this is gonna help revoke stuff. We could have also gone for general estates and only then switch to royal decree, so that might have been a little mistake taking this so quickly, but I hope it's not gonna cost us or cause too much problem. Damn boy, our heir died, he was quite good. This one's absolute garbage, so we have to get rid of him. Whoa, okay, so this is quite a bit of aggressive expansion and overextension. Despite the aggressive expansion, there's just a select few nations that do give a damn about this. So I just don't want to breach 100%, and this is the peace deal that I am going for. Whole Arabia is ours, boys. Now we can claim the holy city to any patriarch authority, additional permaclaims, so coring this stuff will be a bit cheaper for us. This is gonna be an annoying mission. We need to build quite a few of cathedrals, and most importantly we need state metropolitans, so it might take some time until we can complete this. Oh come on, we're still above 100%. God damn it, I forgot about this province. We could fix things by giving this province to Tunis, but it's not possible since we want to still wait until we can peace out the Ottomans. Just granted another metropolitan, and looks like we can complete patriarchate of all Georgia. Because we have the icon of Ilusa, we're getting national unrest reduction and harsh treatment cost. We could go for different bonuses, but I'm fine with this actually. Less rebels. It's so amazing, we have 4 missionaries now. In no time we will no longer have any problems with our religious unity. Actually, it's not that bad now that I think about it. We have -5 unrest, even being above 100% overextension. So honestly, there's not that many rebels. And this is the power of Icon of Ilusa being orthodox. Oh wow, why would no one help? War exhaustion, in debt, this guy has occupied provinces. Maybe this is the best time to declare a war on a Commonwealth. 120,000 soldiers. I think we got this in the bag, boys. Yeah, I'm going for it. Screw you, bro, you're gonna give my cores back. No, that's an heir. Welcome to the family. Oh my goodness, if this guy would get additional admin point, that would be insane. Now we just got 100 admin, still insanely good. Wait, does this guy have Bohemia? Oh, he does, I forgot he has junior partner Bohemia, that's right. So that is a bit annoying. At the very least, we have a really good fort setup, so this guy really cannot move inside of our country. We're just gonna keep wiping his soldiers. You wanna visit Tbilisi? Welcome. Matter of fact, I do have a gift for you. Finally, most of the cores are finished, which means we're gonna take this nice chunk from the Ottomans. Another mission is done, conquer Cyprus. Oh man, come on, the classic 85% siege when we don't have manpower. Nah, I've been getting really unlucky. We have excellent minister event, one of the best events you can get, and also because our ruler is well advised, we have this additional option which gives 100 admin, 100 mil, army tradition, and even prestige. Like, this is really amazing. Nice level 14 admin, and this of course means that we are finally unlocking Diplo ideas. As this is a reconquest, I am not too focused on taking too much land from Commonwealth right now, so I will be more than happy with connecting our lands around the Black Sea, taking all the Bulgarian cores, 3,000 ducats, and also war reparations. Quite a successful war, I would say. We completely crushed Commonwealth, leaving them with no manpower, low soldiers. I think it's gonna take some time until they can restore their nation. For us, I think it's time to focus Kazan and Transoxiana. So Kazan we can probably fully feed to Russia. He has no allies, so this is gonna be a juicy war. And Transoxiana's truce is expiring after a couple of years. We will be taking tons and tons, of course, for Khiva and Afghanistan. Okay, so here we go. I fed all of these provinces to Russia. One of the provinces is actually a gold mine, but they can have it. You know, I don't need it. Loyalty equilibrium is looking okay. We can get rid of this. Okay, now we finished our agenda. And I'm going to sell titles. I don't want to be below 20% crown lands, but we must do this if we want to revoke something here. Religious diplomats, as good as it is, it only increases influence, so this actually has to go first. I'm also gonna get a couple of leaders, and I'm gonna get rid of Cossack leaders as well, as this is 10% influence. Yes, let's go, Transoxiana. It's time to get completely crushed. What is actually going on here? We have like 10,000 soldiers here, and we're somehow beating this 50k stack. Are you serious? What? Is this guy actually that weak? I mean, check this out. We have 6.5 morale, and Gujarat has half of that, and less discipline. I guess that works. Gotta upgrade our advisors. We need more points. We can also go ahead and finish religious ideas now, so we have permanent Deus Vult, and of course a couple more policies that we can take. Siege ability, morale damage, really good. Now culture conversion cost, maybe later on. We can take this right now, I don't need it. Oh my god, we're absolutely wrecking this guy. He has no chance. Let's say that we're taking quite a few provinces from our boy Transoxiana. This is massive, boys, this is absolutely massive. We did fight Kazakh. Unfortunately, we don't have access to all of their lands, but we can give a little bit of it to Russia. Now, if these guys didn't unsiege my stuff multiple times, we would have been over with this as well. I really want to take full money from Jampur, so I'm dragging this war a little bit. The good thing is that they're paper thin, so it's really easy to defeat them. And I think soon we will be done with our Georgian mission, for which we needed to consecrate Metropolitan and to build some stuff. Pretty much need to convert Alexandria and a couple more provinces. Yeah, so he's quite rich. 1.5k ducats, war reparation. Don't care about none of his alliances, we're good. Full annexation for this dude. Really about time that we start annexing our big boys here in Persia, but I'm not gonna do so until we unlock province war score cost. Matter of fact, we're probably gonna finish diplomatic ideas in general, because it will be easier to start unlocking next technologies afterwards. We are doing a bit of a switch up with our reforms. We're taking maintain balance of power, and also we're getting rid of representatives of the crown in exchange for decentralized bureaucracy. We need this for the estate's loyalty. Bro, I so don't like this war. I would love to actually take Tunis course, but maybe Castile is just gonna take stuff in their mainland, so I'm gonna accept. Let's see what happens here. Oh yes, here we go. Consecrate Metropolitan, and we have a Light of the East finally done. Morale of armies. Now we will need to get 5% more patriarch authority and simply a larger army than Russia. So if we accept Crimean culture, consecrate Metropolitan here, and build up just a couple more units, here we have it, boys. Beacon of Christendom. War score cost versus other religions. We finally have it. Which means we are done with the Georgian mission tree, finally. If I could get a white piece with these guys, it would be amazing, so I'm gonna work on that. Yeah, so don't mind me, bro. I'm just, gonna dip. We probably can't keep this alliance anyways. We're just gonna go ahead and trade favors into trust. We do have a bunch of favors. As much as I don't want to do this, we're selling titles. Institutionalized clergy can go. Money, is always good. We're gonna start upgrading our stuff. Honestly, guys, that's it. We have squeezed everything we needed from the Georgian mission, so it's time to restore the Byzantine Empire, Byzantium 2.0. There we go. Yes, please, we're taking new traditions and ambitions, as until now we ran with Trebizond ideas. We have a new Tier 1 government reform, Byzantine autocracy. Now, it's not a really good one because it decreases absolutism by 25. Not gonna lie, I haven't played Byzantium since like 1.35. That's right, I didn't play it in 1.36 when it was updated, so all of this is gonna be new to me, but I would assume that you should be able to change this reform, right? So it's time to complete some missions, the impending doom first. Temporary morale of armies, we're getting permaclaims that we already have. Because we completed this mission via conquest, we're getting more morale of armies. 1000 ducats, not too bad. Asia Minor, provinces in Aydin and Hudwayanagar areas will slowly begin converting to Greek or Pontic, that is fine. The Pontic Empire happens. Trebizond gets their center of trade upgraded. It's already upgraded to the maximum, so we're not getting this. We're getting additional development. We are getting a permanent modifier. Cost of advisors with ruler's culture minus 10%. Abase the Persians. 5 permanent power projection. Not too bad. Avenge 1071. Now this is nice because this gives governing capacity plus 50 and missionary strength until the end of the game. And we have 3 different options here. I think I'm gonna go for the second one because this fires events converting provinces to Greek culture more often. And this sounds amazing. Permaclaim on Egypt. We're getting some admin points and local goods produced modifier. And we have much more stuff down here. I think this is most important when you start with Byzantium because it helps to revoke some kind of a privilege, which we didn't even have. Okay, this one's cool. Constantinople gets until the end of the game local trade power and local development cost minus 20%. Byzantium gets centralize all wealth until the end of the game. And concentrate development with no losses. Trade efficiency plus 10%. Production efficiency and mercantilism. I would love to get this additional 5% crownlands from the secondary objective, but this would require us to have religious culture, which costs 5%, so it's not gonna work. Okay, so here we go. This changes our tier 1 government reform into a different one. We're no longer losing absolutism, we're actually gaining yearly absolutism. Monthly autonomy change, years of separatism, culture conversion costs, and we now may establish pronoia subjects. Amazing. This is actually insane. Diplomatic annexation of Orthodox countries will no longer incur diplo reputation penalty. Guys, you know what this means. We have all of these subjects. We have already enforced most of their religion, so this means we no longer pretty much need to have the integration policy. We can just straight up get rid of it. Beautiful. Yeah, let's say that was quite a lot of modifiers and quite a lot of missions completed right away. I'm actually really interested in this one, the Royal Purple. If we get 25 development in Athens, build a workshop and a marketplace, then we can change our color. I actually really want to do this one. So I'm gonna start developing Athens a little bit. Oh, we're actually getting so many points as well. Holy crap, look at that, boys. We just got like 300 diplo points for nothing. You could say this is pretty good timing. We're gonna take province worst core cost minus 20%. I think I'm gonna quickly go ahead and finish building this because this will give us some additional worst core cost. Now keep in mind, we don't have this fully finished yet. If we go into country modifiers, we currently already have worst core cost versus other religions minus 55% and the additional 20% province worst core cost that we got from Diplo. So this is 75%. We're going to be testing this in our war versus Islet of Misir and Ottomans. Oh yes, that's amazing. Losing influence is gonna help a ton. And we're starting to get quite a few of these events that are changing our culture for free. Yeah guys, I guess that's cool. Full annexing Islet of Misir is 56 war score, 125 overextension. 420 ducats as well, blaze it boys. There we go, we are done into Egyptus. So this mission is going to strengthen our current modifier, the Eastern Frontiers, and it's gonna give additional morale of armies and stab cost modifier. We're also getting quite a few permaclaims. The Heart of Islam is done as well. Now we can get a basilica in Mecca, and we can use the Kaaba monument, but Byzantium will only be able to benefit from prestige and half of the religious unity. Or we could go with a permanent modifier on Mecca, given local tax modifier and yearly tax income plus 60. So this is like 5 ducats monthly flat. I mean, we might as well go for the first option. It's not like we need this additional money, right? Yeah, it doesn't increase our war score cost versus other religions, but I guess it's something, right? Yeah, we're also done with this crap. I'm not even gonna play around and wait for the overextension to go down. I'm just gonna go ahead and full annex them. Right now, boom, no more Ottomans. They got completely wiped. 140 overextension, we're good. You know what, let's get the icon of Ilusa once again. Now another interesting thing that I've noticed is this privilege right here, legitimization of the dynasty. I don't really care about the modifiers, but it increases max absolutism by 10, which is really rare for privileges. We're of course taking this. It does decrease yearly patriarch authority by 1, but I think we're good in that department. Turks driven from Anatolia, the phoenix rises. Just keep giving me points, bro. We are done with the Royal Purple as we built a couple of buildings in Athens. We can now adopt the color of the Roman Empire. Let's go, let's do it. And additionally, we're turning this grain province, which grain is not really worth anything anymore, into dice. Not gonna lie, this color looks amazing. It's been a while since I formed the Roman Empire. I did it as Savoy the first time I did it. So I would love to go for this war versus Aragon, but my one concern is that we might not be able to beat their navy yet. Venice has a really strong navy. So I'm gonna skip this for now, and instead we're gonna go for Hungary, as this will also allow us to complete some missions. Diplomatic ideas are done, so we also have some new policies. Let's take missionary strength, religious unity. Now our religious unity is 130%. We actually need to upgrade this guy once, and we can complete another mission, which is reinforce Constantinople. Okay, that's cool. Constantinople gets Theodosian walls, local defensiveness. Yeah, sure, let's go for this option. Oh my god, dude, I don't want to hire mercenaries. We apparently have this done too. 150 mil points, and we apparently are getting tier 5 team system government reform, which gives manpower in primary and accepted culture provinces, state maintenance minus 10%, strengthens Eugenie's land rights estate privilege. Oh, it no longer costs max absolutism. Okay, we need this one. And we can either enact this reform right now, or we can just get reform progress points and get it later. I mean, reinforce the Signax is actually really good. Do we sacrifice this for additional manpower? I think I'm actually gonna opt for the second option here. Restore Byzantine Navy. Okay, we're getting a good admiral, ship durability, ship trade power, and we have these options. We can select decentralized mission tree or centralized one. Okay, so essentially with this one, what we can get is land fire damage, land maintenance modifier, and this one would reinforce our mercenaries with additional discipline and manpower. We gotta go for the first one, right? Because we're not relying on mercenaries at all. Casually, we're getting 1000 ducats for free. I certainly don't mind that. Well, we're getting 4 defense. Not sure how useful it will be, but it's something. Oh, Hungary, you're so dead, bro. Not the wisest decision that you have made. And get wiped. Cool, so I didn't do anything, but we have new synods done. 50 admin points. If we upgrade this guy, this mission is also completed, morale damage. Now, unfortunately, we will be missing one province over here because it is owned by Commonwealth. We could potentially declare on this guy next. Honestly, I will probably take a few less provinces and some money. I think this is enough. Yes, we have. Actually, both of these missions are done. Oh, okay, so we only needed 7 provinces in this area. Well, this does change things. We're completing Reconquer Bulgaria. Some insignificant bonuses. Vengeance at Bar. This is nice because governing capacity is increased by 50. And we can select between core creation cost minus 10% and years of separatism, or aggressive expansion impact and eugenized loyalty equilibrium. Actually, this core creation cost is not too bad because it's for 30 years. I will opt for this one. I guess we can make Bulgaria our pronoyer because this ruler is 46 years old, and if he dies, we would pretty much just integrate him, right? Okay, let's make him a pronoyer. This even allows us to enable send officers, so it makes them much stronger. And I'm probably done in this region for now. Now I really want to expand Tunis because this won't really impact aggressive expansion. It's just cores that we are taking. And later on we probably will start expanding into India as our truce with Gujarat is done. Dude, we should be able to absolutely own these guys. We have 120 discipline and more morale. These guys are screwed. 95 discipline on Aragon. Let's see how we will demolish 80,000 here. Yeah, we're winning with a much smaller army. This kinda sucks though. The Giga Chad has arrived. He's on the throne 465. Finally, we have a decent ruler. This is gonna massively help with the technologies. Not that we're really behind, but the faster we can get to level 18, the better, because of course we will be unlocking admin ideas. I think the fact that Aragon owns one of Granada's cores is massive, because of course Castile is our ally and we do have quite a few favors with them. So we can release Granada and ask them to give us the province of Granada, which has this amazing monument with 5% admin efficiency. So we actually don't even need to fight Spain for that. I think that is amazing. Right, we have embraced global trade now. So this means before we even finish this war, we're getting 10% admin efficiency, and we can take much more if we want to, of course. Guys, like Byzantium 2.0 is really not a joke. Look how much we could potentially take from Aragon. In one single war, we could almost full annex a great power with 700 development. So honestly, that's crazy. The coalition, of course, would also be crazy, which is why I'm not doing this, but it is a possibility that we could later on use if we wanted to. Okay, I think this is actually a fair deal. So we will be taking, let's say, a couple of this guy's provinces, a little bit of money, and of course war reparations. Thank you very much, my boy. Tons more trade companies and tons of nations that we can release. First of all, Granada, Sicily, and Catalonia as well. Honestly, I wouldn't be releasing such small nations, but like, look at this development, man. This is 27, this is 18. Basically, this Sicily area is nearly 100 development. Same goes for Catalonia, and with Granada, you know what we're doing once Castile is out of the war. So it is the age of absolutism. Right now we only have 39 maximum. We still have quite a few privileges, but the good thing is that we have very high equilibrium, so we can revoke those without any issues. And by the time we max out, we're gonna increase our maximum. We have a couple of stuff unlocked here, and we also can build the army of 200 regiments. Just need to regain a bit of manpower. So it's not gonna take long until we can get additional 5% admin efficiency, yearly absolutism, and I think the third most important stuff is harsh treatment cost minus 50%, because each time we reduce the unrest we also gain absolutism. We can start increasing it a little bit by reducing autonomy, although we don't have much of it. There we go. I'm taking quickly what belongs to me from Venice. This allows us to do repulse the republics, 5 base tax, 50 trade power. Got a few development points in Morea, so we're also done with this mission over here. We are creating a level 1 center of trade. It gets additional trade power, and we can choose between 20 navy tradition or 2 years of trade income, as well as a level 3 trade efficiency advisor, 60% cheaper. I'm gonna go for this one, so that's quite a bit of money. Oh, come on, bro, you got into a different war now. I think he's just delaying it all, so we forget to ask for Granada, this bastard. I think, well, Europe is pretty much done here. Like, we don't really want to expand right now because of the aggressive expansion. It's time we switch our focus and finally go for Gujarat. So, Balochistan, I'm gonna need one province from you, because this gives us Holy War CB. So everything is gonna be 25% cheaper in terms of aggressive expansion. We're gonna have to fight Transoxiana, which we can co-belligerent even, but he's a one province minor. I mean, yeah, he hates our guts, that is the problem. I would have no other issues to make another vassal from him, but it's best that we not do it, to be honest. Yeah guys, so easy as that, we're taking all of his trade centers in one war. I think honestly this is massive. Like, come on bro, we barely have any coalition from this. Trade company galore. Oh, finally this guy is at peace. Please return the core provinces, especially Granada, we need it. And instantly I'm gonna yoink this province from Granada. I don't care that you hate me now. Just gonna pay off his debt, placate rulers. Here we go, he's happy. We can also click now Found Indian Trade Company to get additional money, merchant and global trade power until the end of the game. So this is gonna nicely boost our income. We can choose our first age of absolutism ability. I'm gonna go for yearly absolutism first, and next one is gonna be admin efficiency. Oirat just got completely owned by Russia. I pretty much didn't have to do anything. So if we speak about Russia, what my recommendation would be is just to keep them as a vassal for as long as you can. Like honestly, you don't need to even do much. They just run around with their insane quantity ideas and occupy stuff for you, which makes the game much more fun, I would say. Not gonna lie, taking something from Pronoyers is taking absolute ages in this run for me. This guy is 62 years old. He's not passing away. Right, we have another idea group, and as I said, admin ideas is the way to go. We are aiming for the core creation cost, and the gov capacity modifier is amazing. So our aggressive expansion in Europe has gone down a little bit, and I will go for an all-in war versus Hungary. I've decided to do this because it helps us to advance with the missions, and they don't really have any strong alliances, so this is gonna be easy peasy. Oh, look at that, Serbia got liberated. That's amazing, rebels, good job. It means it will become a part of our nation. And looks like we are finally done with the mission Support the Weavers, so we're changing price of silk by 20% until the end of the game. We're upgrading in 3 of our provinces the production building, and there it is. Now we can choose between 3 additional development or silk to be produced in Achaia. Yeah, the production upgrades in this region are pretty insane. Like this one produces dice, this one silk, and honestly this boosted our trade quite a bit. We're now earning 235 ducats from trade. Wait, there's something we can also do with Kosovo. Just need to upgrade this a couple more times, so I'm gonna do that. There we go, return to gold, 2 years of trade income, and an advisor. Wow, that's a lot of money. I did have quite a few loans, so I'm gonna start repaying those. And honestly, screw you, Hungary. Not that we need to take so much And yes, this is quite a lot of aggressive expansion, but just to show off how much we can take, yes, I will be taking all of these lands. 171% overextension, don't care. We are certainly declaring a war on Aragon before they also enter the coalition. My aim is just to take the course back and, you know, not have Venice, Genoa, Great Britain and Pisa entering it as well. We have Spain with us, so there's no worries whatsoever. Maybe there are worries. Castile somehow is getting absolutely wrecked. What's happening, bro? I mean, Great Britain kinda does have 200,000 soldiers. Maybe I didn't think this one through. Here we go, we're getting additional 5% admin efficiency. The fact that Kiva's ruler is still alive is honestly crazy. And this is the second pronoyer that we made, so I really hope that he's gonna die in the next couple of years. So this is definitely one of the most annoying wars because of solely Great Britain having just insanely large army. But we were able to bamboozle this guy and he basically transported all of his units to unsiege Pisa. In the meantime, we're just wrecking havoc in his country. Yeah, there we go. I actually have all that we need. We're taking all the cores back. Get out of my face. I was able to seize a couple of provinces from Afghanistan. This made them have less than 100 development, and we can also make them a pronoyer. Now we just need to placate. Now we can actually develop their provinces a couple times. This guy's 46 years old. And we're gonna retract right to inheritance, so after he dies, we will integrate him. If they ever will die, like, come on, bro. Look at that, everybody is leaving the coalition. They realize that we pose no threat. Oh, look at that, finally, this guy decided to die at the age of 76, so we integrated Kiva. I wanted to show this. Let's wish good luck to Deccan to resist our forces, as it clearly can be seen that we are superior. The guy is just dying. All that needs to be said, we're completely crushing him. We also have a few admin ideas unlocked, so we pretty much have all the buffs that we ever needed. Oh, this guy, okay, that sucks. I'm also changing cultures in some of the provinces and building more stuff in our capital. We only need one more building to unlock a different mission. Hey, you know what? That's quite a few trade centers and provinces in general. I feel comfortable with finishing the war right here. 172 overextension, don't care. Is that not lovely? Of course, I would love to take these coastal provinces from Gujarat, but this guy is still in the coalition, and as it is, I am not ready to fight the coalition, so we will have to continue improving relations. But for now, we're just gonna add everything, well, the trade centers to our trade companies, of course. This guy lost like 90% of his trade centers, and that is just in one war what we can take. The coring costs super low. We had what's a more proper way to finish off our run than taking a whole bunch of stuff from Portugal. That's right, here we go. Now just to show you how much we can take in one single war from Castile. All of their provinces in Iberia. Is that not lovely, guys? The coalition is not lovely, but the lands that we're taking, holy. And this is all possible because of our war score cost versus other religions and 100 absolutism, which allows us to have 50% admin efficiency at this age. So now we have 6,345 development. This is what our vassal window looks like. We can just go ahead, placate these guys. Took a bit additional stuff in India as well. I pretty much full annexed Delhi, leaving them with just one province inside of Jaunpur. We have started integrating Russia, however, it's gonna take forever. Until 1698 to be exact. But let's say we have integrated them. If we look into the player's map mode, this is what we would look like. Russia actually even has some colonies in East Indies. We also integrated all of our pronoyers. As their rulers passed away, we instantly got those integrations, such as Bulgaria over here. Right now we're making quite a lot of money, I would say. 550 total income and our balance is 170. We have quite a large army as well with 200,000 soldiers. Our boy Russia has almost a larger one than us. Now also let's take a quick look into our country modifiers, and this is what we managed to collect throughout the run. We have 4 additional missionaries, 17% additional missionary strength, and even more versus heathens and heretics. War score cost versus other religions minus 35%, and we also have 20% province war score cost, so a total 55% reduction for everything. And that is actually everything because the only other Orthodox nation is Russia. Obviously, if we continued the Byzantine mission tree, we would be able to form the Eastern Roman Empire and eventually restore the Roman Empire. Now, was it worth it to do this with Trebizond? I think it's for you to decide. As you can see, yep, 1655. By this age, I would say you normally should have restored the Roman Empire already, but considering what kind of bad start we had, and after all we did start with a one province minor, I would say this is a decent result. So I hope you enjoyed this run. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace. Thank you so much for supporting the channel on Patreon and on YouTube to the Whale Biologist, Woeno, and Lazar. Your support is really appreciated.